Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Tonight, going to be reviewing Argus, not Argos, Argus. Premium Lager, there we go. 5% Polish Lager from what I can read, because it says here Argus Premium, Argus rather, Tarnowa, Podgorn in Poland. Pale Lager, brewed for Lidl Polska, although here it also says brewed for German Lidl. So the ratings are 2.10 from 109 ratings, so not the greatest of ratings, to be fair. Right, let's give it a pour. Oh, Sunday night again. Don't you hate Sunday nights? Especially if you work on Mondays, you know. You've had the Saturday and Sunday off, you've had a great Friday night, all day Saturday, and up to about this time on Sunday, then the realisation sets in that you're going back to work. Unless you work in a great workplace, you know, where there's no backbiting or no ulterior motives or wanting to get blood from a stone, you know, that sort of thing. It can be a, you know, not the greatest experience. So here we have golden pour, lots of carbonation and lacing, as you can see, a massive white head. So a couple of reviews. I won't go into too much detail on the reviews. One was 2.8 out of 5. Clear golden colour with a mildly thin white head. Thin. It's decent considering the price, but overall nothing special. Another one from this is a bloke from Scotland who's done a lot of reviews, and I like this because he goes into detail and gives it a 3 out of 5. So he's been honest with his review scores. Pours golden straw with a white head. Aroma is bready, yeasty, grassy and peppery. Taste is yeasty funk, bread, straw, grassy and some white pepper. Bitter bitterness in the finish, a touch metallic, like a cheaper Budvar, but not bad. So, you know, everyone's got their opinions. To me, it just tastes like most of the lagers, to be honest. It tastes like a Stella. Not taste, smells. Yeah. Although there is a pepperiness there, which is weird, isn't it? You know. So you do get the grassiness, but there is a peppery. Unless it's the fact I've just had egg and chips. But I didn't have any pepper on the egg, so. Oh. After a long day of sorting stuff out in the house, it's really refreshing, you know. A tad sweet on the afters. Just tastes like most of the lagers, to be fair. And now behind me we have some order coming. Got rid of that treadmill, and now I've got the wife's cake stuff in the shed, in the beer room. So, you know, can't win, can you? You know, women. They see a little bit and they think, I'm having that space. And just got to get rid of a couple of exercise things, and I'll have more space in here to branch out, as it were. Or for her to take it. So it's got a nice smoothness to it. Never drank it before. And it says perfectly brewed, you know, so there's a statement in itself. Massive carbonation and lacing in that. And yeah, a pleasant lager, you know. It's a bit cooler in here today. About 17 degrees, so this is at room temperature. And yeah, it's one of them, like most lagers. Lagers, 5 degrees, 6 degrees, that's where they should be, you know. So it's a bit warm for a lager, although it's cool for a real ale, you know. Real ales, room temperature for real ales. But as it is, still very drinkable, still tastes nice. Now I do like Lidl's for the reason, and Aldi of course, but we'll focus on Lidl. I like when they have their, different countries, beers and food and that. I'm not really interested in the food, but certainly the beer side of things. I mean, they've had that from America. They had Duff beer, which actually wasn't very nice, but it's nice to see different beers. Like this lager, Argus. You're not going to see it anywhere else in any other shop, so it's nice to, get a taste of it and do a review and see what you think. And I've got to say, I wasn't expecting anything from it, and it's quite nice. It's certainly in the Stella range. It's just a bit stronger than Stella. I think Stella's about 4.8 these days. And I have a can here. Yes, 4.8, I was right. So this is in the premium category where Estrella, San Miguel, Peroni, Corona, all them sit in that 5% region. And I've got to say, even though it's only a cheap £1 or £1.25 offering, I don't see any difference between this and Peroni, It's got a nice taste to it, nice grassy hay, very light malt taste to it, and it's comparable to them. I think it's not comparable to craft lagers, where then we're talking a totally different area, and not comparable to Peroni's Doppio Malta, whatever it's called, Malta. That's a lager on another level altogether. But for a standard premium lager offering, that's not bad at all. And the price, price is right. When you think of the price that Peroni fetches, and 4 dinky bottles for about £6, and you think, wow. And this is £1 for a 500ml can. It is 500ml, isn't it? I'm not talking out my backside. Yes, 50cls. So yeah, it just goes to show you the power of names and advertising, and it's that thing, isn't it, with any lagers or beers, paying for the brand just because it says, just because it's the brand leader doesn't mean it's the best. And you can translate that into spirits as well, whereas Bailey's is the brand leader across the world. Aldi's version and Lidl's version of their Irish cream liqueur is easily as good, if not better. Same as Sainsbury's own branded version, that's a really good Irish cream liqueur as well, one of the best. So it doesn't always pay to go for them premium brands. And something that obviously Aldi and Lidl have been doing for years now with their, getting people off these brands. Not all the cheaper brands are better, but on the whole there's not a lot of difference in any of them, and I mean, sometimes even Sainsbury's, their Basics brand is as good as the proper branded stuff, and that's Basics, So it just goes to show, don't always have to pay over the odds for quality. And I've got to say, I'm liking this. It's a nice quality bit of beer, that lager. 5%, good strength. There's a nice smoothness to it, whether it's the temperature that's giving it the smoothness. But yeah, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. And then the realisation that work's coming tomorrow totally puts a downer on the night. Although, last 3 days in this job, and I'm sure other people out there who watch these, moving from job to job, it's a scary process, isn't it? I mean, leaving school, first job was a year, that was a YTS, so that's a given that you're going to move on. Second job, City Council, 22 years, you know, never thought I'd leave. And next job, Sainsbury's, 5 years. And again, once I'd been there a few years, I thought this was a job for life. Because I absolutely loved what I was doing. And then things changed and they ruined that job. Although most of my friends are still there. Fair play to them, you know. Some have moved on, but the majority are still at that same Sainsbury's with the same twat of a manager, for want of a better word. And then I moved to the job I'm in. Been there 4 years, just over 4 years now, and yeah, now time to move on again. Is the new job going to be a lifelong job? Hard to know at the moment. You know, you just never know, do you? I've seen people, friends, move from one job, move the job out the job they are, go into another job thinking it's a good job, and then obviously knowing that they're ballsed up, and then they move back into like retail, and so it's interesting. Would I move back into retail? In the right retail, probably, because retail wasn't bad really for what it was. But in any job, you want to enjoy yourself. You don't want to be put on too much. I mean, if you're a good worker, they should leave you alone to get on with the work. You know, because you will do the work anyway. But it's when that you're getting put on and put on to the stage where you look at other people and nothing's being said to them. They're sitting in vans doing bugger all day. And then you're getting put on and you think to yourself, where's the fairness in this? You know, there's only so much anyone can do in this life. And obviously as you get older, 48 now, you know, you are going to physically slow down. You know, it's inevitable. And then you look at some of these, they're the late 20s, probably 30, and they're taking the mick and getting paid for it. Nothing's said to them, and you think, funny old world. So, to break it down, lovely golden pour, good carbonation lacing, massive white head. On the aroma, grass, hay, light malt, peppery in the aroma. Didn't really get it on the taste. Lovely smoothness on the taste. All those things, bar the pepperiness in the taste. Lovely smooth lager. A real, absolute cracker of a lager. I like that. That was nice. As a lager goes, the rating on Rate Beer, take absolutely no notice of that, because they really, it's a beer website, it's not a lager website. I've got 2 brews bubbling at the back of me, and it's, you know, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So out of 5, I've got to rate this as good as the likes of Heineken, you know, which is one of my favourite normal lagers, premium lagers. No way is it as good as any of the craft lagers, but they're brewed, you know, to be better, you know, in that way. I'm going to give it a 4.3 out of 5. It was a really good lager. And if your local Lidl's got any in, get yourself down there, give it a try. Well worth a go. Thanks for watching. See you soon. I can turn this off.